Hello and welcome to our WIFR FastCast. We do have some breaking news to share with you. 30-year-old Malik Trotter is found guilty of first-degree murder and other charges Friday for the death of a police canine officer during a domestic violence investigation in January 2024. Police say canine officer Nix and her handler, Officer Vargas, chased Trotter over a fence. That's when Trotter shot at Nix, killing her. The Winnebago County State's Attorney's Office reports Trotter also shot at Officer Vargas, who returned fire and hit Trotter in the leg. Trotter is set for a status hearing February 11th. A man is in the hospital accused of crashing his car into a utility pole while drunk. 21-year-old Xavier List is charged with driving under the influence of alcohol, operating an uninsured motor vehicle, and more. Around 9:30 at night Wednesday, Ogle County deputies arrived to a single-car crash in the 1700 block of North Illinois Route 251. Investigators say List's car left the road, entered a ditch, and hit an embankment before going airborne, hitting a utility pole and coming to a stop. List was released at the hospital with a notice to appear in court at a later date. A pair of vigils will be held this weekend in honor of Renee Nicole Good, the 37-year-old Minneapolis mother who was killed by ICE agents earlier this week. Community members will meet at the Ogle County Courthouse at 5:30 Friday and again at the U.S. District Court Sunday. WIFR's Miriam Niesmeyer will be there tonight, speaking with state line spiritual leaders and visitors about how the power of a phone video can send shockwaves across a country. Honoring the more than 700,000 Americans who have lost their lives to AIDS, a national memorial is on the way to Rockford this month. Starting Monday, January 12th, 4 panels of the National AIDS Memorial Quilt will be on display in Rockford City Hall's lobby. The display also raises awareness about AIDS prevention, treatment, and resources available. The quilt will have a pair of special viewings, one taking place from 10 to 2 Saturday, January 17th, and another on Martin Luther King Day. 52-year-old Rockford woman diagnosed with terminal cancer wants to be buried with her dad in Alabama. Christy Schroeder fights colon cancer for the past 3 years, which spread to her brain and her lungs. She set up a GoFundMe to help cover travel fees and a gravestone. She says she's without life insurance and worries about leaving the fees to her family. WIFR's Nathaniel Langley spoke with Christy and her daughter about the final fight.
I was hoping I would have another 20-30 years like everyone else, but I am lucky and blessed that I got to have her for the time I do have.
Hard Rock Casino Rockford ranks the 3rd best casino in the state for revenue last year. According to the Illinois Gaming Board, the casino made around $146 million last year. The report shows Hard Rock made $20 million on table games and $125 million on electronic gaming devices. Around $33 million went to the state of Illinois, and nearly $8.8 million went back to the Forest City. The casino that made the most money last year was the Paradise Casino in East Peoria. You may have seen a popular Rockford area food truck on the side of the road Tuesday. The owners of the Olive Branch food truck posted a GoFundMe page asking for money to help repair the restaurant on wheels. They say the truck had a major breakdown on the way to Beloit this week, with repairs needed on the engine and fuel line, which could mean the end of the business. The owners add they were unable to open where the truck broke down on the street. 2 area community members, including one in the state line, will be inducted into the UAA Rock County Arts Hall of Fame. At 7 p.m. Tuesday, Greg Wallendahl and Declan Boren Ragazzi will be honored at the Janesville Performing Arts Center's Galley Theater. Wallendahl is a drama teacher at Beloit Memorial High School and directed the Performing Arts Center's outdoor Shakespeare shows for more than 5 years. And Boren Ragazzi earned his bid for his work as an educator and disabled rights activist. He serves as program director for one of Wisconsin's most inclusive dance and art initiatives, No Limits. And we are certainly feeling that winter weather roller coaster as we go a little bit further into our 2026. Let's see how our the rest of our weekend and really next week is going to shape up with a look at our 7-day forecast. So taking a look out there right now, you can see in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, we're currently sitting at about 43 degrees here. So hey, even a little bit warmer than we initially expected for our Friday. Not too shabby, especially as we are this far into January. Kind of crazy. Take a look at our Saturday, though. You can see that we've got that first alert out there for the first portion of our Saturday. That's because we're going to have the potential for some of those rain showers as well as snow showers here. Of course, with the fluctuating temperatures, we always want to tell you with the temperature dipping and things like rain coming in, that does bring the potential for some of that flash freezing as well as creating some of those slick road conditions out there. So we definitely want you guys to be careful in case you do have to commute really anywhere there Saturday morning across the state line. A high of 35 degrees there, and then take a look at Sunday, dropping down by another 5 degrees there. So now we're sitting at about 30 degrees there for our Sunday. Monday, though, shooting back up to the 40s again. Certainly kind of a welcome change here for our January. Take a look at Tuesday, though, warming up even more, a high of 44. Unfortunately, though, we are going to bring some of that precipitation back here. We do have some rain chances, and again, since we are sitting above that freezing mark there for Tuesday, it does seem like for the majority of the day, we are just going to have some of those shower storms as well. Take a look at Wednesday, though. Dipping back down into the freezing territory there. That's when we can really expect some of that snowfall there. So rain Tuesday, some snow on Wednesday. What are you going to do? Just kind of what we have to deal with when it comes to those temperature ranges there. Then take a look at our Thursday, dipping even further below there, 29 degrees. But hey, at least we've got a little bit of sunshine coming back. Of course, it's not going to be the craziest it is all winter here. I expect it's going to be pretty cool here as we go into our February. So we want you guys to make sure you're downloading our First Alert Weather app with WIFR. I'm just going to leave this QR code up on the screen for just a quick second so you guys can head there. We also want you guys to download our WIFR News app. These are two separate apps. I know some folks are sometimes confused by that, but what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download these apps. If a Samsung, you're going to have to download this on the Google Play Store. And if you have an iPhone, you're going to have to download this on the Apple App Store. And then, of course, once you do download those apps, you're going to want to hit allow notifications. And those little alerts that are going to pop up there right on the home screen of your phone, or they're just going to pop right down. All you got to do is just click on those, and that will take you to the latest updated article on either WIFR News or the WIFR First Alert Weather app. Of course, those stories that I mentioned here will be coming up in our shows at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, don't forget to download those streaming apps on those TVs at home. Those will be for Amazon TV, Apple TV, and Roku TV as well. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you coming up here very shortly for First to 4.